I survived a childhood of fear and violence. Jason showed me love. When he was killed, I spiraled, neglecting my daughter. But I've since found help and chosen to rebuild my life and be the mother she deserves, despite the temptation of revenge. I grew up in a home filled with fear, anger, and violence. My father was an abusive alcoholic, and my mother was too scared to do anything. I was constantly getting into trouble, both at school and at home. I was labeled as a problem child, and nobody seemed to understand the root cause of my behavior. But then I met Jason. He was everything I ever wanted in a partner: kind, patient, and understanding. He saw past my troubled past and loved me for who I was. We got married and started a new life together. It wasn't long before we were blessed with a beautiful daughter, Jennie. Life was good. We had a happy family, and I felt like I had finally found my place in the world. But everything changed one fateful day when Jason was returning home from work. As he walked down the street, a group of men approached him and started a fight. Jason was outnumbered, and before he knew it, he was lying on the ground, bleeding to death. I was devastated. I couldn't believe that my perfect life had been suddenly and violently shattered. After Jason's death, I spiraled out of control. All the happiness I had ever known was associated with him, and without him, life seemed meaningless. I turned to alcohol to numb the pain, neglecting my daughter. My sister stepped in and took care of Jennie while I drowned my sorrows in a bottle. But eventually, I hit rock bottom. I realized that I couldn't keep living like this. I needed help, and I needed it fast. I checked into a rehabilitation center and began the long road to recovery. It's been 6 months since then, and I'm improving daily. I've been attending therapy sessions and learned to cope with my grief more healthily. I've started to rebuild my relationship with my daughter, and I'm slowly but surely getting back on my feet. Yesterday, I received a call from a friend with some nice connections. He told me that he had traced the gang members who killed Jason. My initial reaction was anger and revenge. I wanted to make them pay for what they did to my husband and family, but then I thought about my daughter. I realized I couldn't afford to take any risks that might jeopardize her safety. I couldn't let my grief and anger consume me and turn me into something I wasn't. I couldn't let my daughter down again. So I made the DI cult decision to let go of my desire for revenge. Instead, I focus on rebuilding my life and being there for my daughter. I know it won't be easy, but I'm willing to do whatever it takes to be the mother she deserves. Life can be cruel and unfair sometimes, but I've learned that we must decide how we react to it. I could have let Jason's death destroy me, but I chose to fight back. I'm not going to give up now. I'm going to keep moving forward, one step at a time. And who knows, maybe one day I'll find happiness again.